Boom, people, welcome to another episode, Dust World. Yeah, man, we've got some tragical news. We've got two young lads who have passed away in a car accident. Black Audi, as if I'm correct, has hit into a grey Polo Volkswagen. It's flipped over and it's collided into another Honda Jazz. So there's a roundabout that connects John Kennedy Road and Daws Hill, and the Black Audi has obviously flipped over and crashed into this Honda Jazz, and it's also set on fire and exploded. I've got some footage of the incident. I've got some TikTok videos I want to share with you guys. My heart goes out to the families and the people that are obviously mourning and have been caught up in this situation. My heart goes out to you big time. And I can just hope and pray that the message, what I put together for today, man, just shed some light on, us working on our youths and working on trying to make sure we understand what our children are about. They leave our houses and things like that, and we don't really know what the kids could be up to when they're leaving the house, innit? So, because there's a lot of talk saying that there was, there may be or been taken, I don't even know what you call it nowadays, these balloons, because there was 7 explosions in the back of there was 7 explosions, and them explosions were the canisters what are used to take these balloons. I ain't even got a clue about these balloons, at all, you know what I mean? I never grew up in that era, so I don't really know about these things. All I know is that when I'm walking around the street, around Wycombe, around most towns, if you look closely around the curb, you see these silver kind of silver little, I don't know what they are, man, canisters or whatever. And also I've seen some ones where you can get some big ones, big canisters. And obviously, yeah, these guys are these are the youths. I'm not saying these guys were doing that, but these are the kind of things these youths are doing nowadays. And I don't know what the canister's doing in the back of in there, but who's to know? But anyway, I just want to share some videos with you guys. And once again, my heart goes out to the family. Real talk, all right? Let's get into this, man. Let's go.
Back from the accident, the police are still around. And for those of you that are asking for what happened, I was one of the eyewitness accounts. So I didn't actually see the accident itself. I was there literally less than 30 seconds after it happened. I'm just going to obviously go through from what I understand, okay? And again, a lot of this information isn't confirmed, but a lot of people are asking me as they saw me in the video, etc.
Yeah, because the video I'm going to show you, I'm sure he's the guy in the blue shirt. It's a bit of a coincidence he's got a blue shirt on now, but in the video it looks a bit lighter. But anyway, unless he done this video straight after the incident, and I'm sure this is the brother who's in the video. We'll get into that a bit later.
So one of my messages is being circulated, and that message was an internal message that I sent on one of our private group chats. So really and truly, it shouldn't have been circled. However, there's some things I just want to clarify. Firstly,
you hear that? A group chat. He sent a video out in a group chat, and somehow it's gone viral. This is society for you, bro. This is nothing to do with the main subject, but I'm just saying, innit? You see how society is, bro. His video's just been leaked, bruv.
4 people were in a car, 3 Pakistani boys and 1 white guy.
I heard the white guy's a Polish guy. Tuesday, it's my ends. We live around here, and I've been told it's a Polish guy. Not 100%, but like I said, man, I'm here.
And what ended up happening is that they were driving at ridiculous speeds. Again, there were some people who basically said, they must have been on balloons or whatever. Like I said, the fact of the matter is that there were 7 explosions that happened in the car. And, you know, when I spoke to the police and other people, they said those were NOS canisters. So those are balloons that were in the car. Now, whether they were taking them or not, we don't know. Okay. From what I understand, the car was an RS3 as well. And again, I'm just collating all the information from the people around me, etc. Obviously, I had back and forth conversations with the police as well. They're sharing certain things. And so I got there when the car was in flames. And there were 2 boys that were outside of the car. They were panicking. They were like, you know, someone save him. And others were like, look, he's dead, get away. The 3rd boy, who I believe was the driver, he was burnt. He was burning, like full flames all over him. He said, someone kill me, someone kill me.
Wow, man. That is just absolutely crazy, people, man. You know? He's trying to say that the man was like on fire and asking for somebody to just end it for him. It's mad. Yeah. My heart goes out to the people, let me get me, who's involved. My heart goes out to the family, man.
SubhanAllah, it was such a horrific sight. He managed to survive with...
So you got to realize as well, you know, my man's actually seen this, and this kind of stuff's gonna stay with you for life. You get what I'm saying? For life.
His whole face was scorched, charred. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cure him and make it easy for the family as well. I believe there was one person that, you know, burnt to death, and that was Christoph, who was you know, he was burnt alive in the car. Now, from what I understand, you know, there was an accident, a collision with a lady. I believe she was a Polish lady. She was coming around the roundabout. They hit her, and she luckily hit the tree. But those boys, their cars flipped.
Okay, so you get me what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say. You know, certain information, I might have been wrong. It might all the information I got told might not be correct. You know, it might be the Polish woman they were talking about. But who's to know, man? Somebody, you know, if you need to get me straight and let me know what's going on in the comments below, or tap me up in a message, let me know what the real deal is. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Went into the bushes, into the trees, and then it caught fire there. Now, I wrote a message out in one of our group chats trying to give our brothers advice, etc. That, you know, we should try and take care and make this a personal responsibility for ourselves. And I really hope that no one misunderstood what I said. The brother who was, subhanAllah, it's so crazy to know that these are young boys, 19, 20-year-old in our town, in our community. And wallahi, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong as a town? Where is our responsibility towards these young people? Why don't we take it as a personal responsibility for ourselves to look out for these people, to guide them, to show them the right path?
Amen.
When will enough deaths be enough? Why don't we take this seriously, brothers and sisters? Wallahi, why are we seeing this as some joke, driving around in fast cars like this? Innocent.
You see the pain in there's some real pain coming out here, you know what I mean? And it's true what you're saying, you know? You know, he's trying to look out of the box, basically. He's trying to look out of the box. He's trying to say that, you know, we got to know where our kids are at. We got to know what our kids are into. We need to know who our kids are rolling with, you know what I mean? So that we could, you know what I mean, advise them in the best way to not get into these kind of situations, you know? Not saying that this situation is this, you know, is one of those situations, but still, I think this is what he's trying to more hit up on, you know what I mean? He wants us to take more responsibilities for our children, you know? Trying to understand where they're at and what they're doing. I believe so.
People died today. That could have been my child. That could have been your child.
Real talk.
Is this the culture and environment that we want our children to grow up in? Is it? I'm sickened and appalled by the fact that we don't take this seriously. We don't take the culture that we are creating within our towns. And the young people, why are there no reins on them? Why are there no young, good, influential people in our town to share positive messages with these young people? I have so much more to say. I was there, subhanAllah. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It was truly horrific. We just ask that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the families patience, and He makes this a lesson for our young people. Boys, if you guys are watching this, share this with your friends. Please, brothers, do not be intoxicated when you drive. Do not encourage and G each other up and gas each other up saying, hey, yo, like, this is what, subhanAllah, like, imagine being in that car. What's going through your head? To drive that at that speed. Reckless. Wallahi. And innocent people have to pay the price. Those are our streets that literally, it's in the area where I live.
Yo, brother, I'm feeling him, man. I'm feeling what he's saying, man. It's not cool at all, man. As a youngster myself, growing up, I'm sure there's a few of us out there who could, I think there's loads of people who've, driven fast at some point, and it just goes to show, like, doing these kind of things, there's major consequences, you know what I'm saying? People losing their lives, and it like it's not just gonna, affect the people who was in the incident. It's all their loved ones, and it just keeps going on and on and on, you know what I mean? And everyone's being traumatized. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't think what it is most of the time, I don't think we think of the consequences of our actions. Does that make sense? And especially while you're young, you don't think about them consequences. So I just believe, what my brother's trying to say on that certain section is that this is when he's saying, like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? What are we doing to stop this kind of madness? Even though it's not us actually doing the crime, it's still, we can maybe prevent the crime by having certain, role models in play. And talking about role models anyway, man, he did mention, I think he's obviously just venting, he is just venting his concern, really, but he said there's no role models out there. And, I must have to say, big up to Quacks. He's got a company, a business running over here. I wouldn't say a business. I'll say it's to help the youngers, and he's being funded by the council to help the young people around here. And it's called Relatable Role Models, all right? So, you need to check him out. He's in tune with the youngsters. He's doing his work for society, and he's a Christian. And yeah, I got to big up my boy, man, because he's really doing work out here to try and help some of these youths, them coming out of prison, who are, all caught up in all kind of things. Mind's not straight, family traumas and things like that. He's involved actually talking to these kids and trying to get them on the straight and narrow. So, you need to check out his website. I'll put up a little thing on the screen, okay? Yeah, we need to help our kids, man. Simple as. Let's get on to the next video. Got another one for you. Hold tight. Okay, man, let's get into this one here. The settings look like they're in a mosque here. Don't hold me to that, but it just looks like settings in a mosque. And he's just voicing his concerns, man. Let's get into this.
Wycombe, 2 youngsters lost their lives because of helium balloons and gasoline. He drove the car into a wall and the entire car blew up. दो नौजवान बकायदा became lost their lives. ये हाई विकम निकाला, और सिर्फ हाई विकम विच नहीं, मेडन हेड हो गया, लूटन हो गया, वॉल्सॉल, मैनचेस्टर, ब्रैडफोर्ड, ये इसी ब्रैडफोर्ड विच ईद ने दिन पर 18-year-old youngster outside a masjid in BD5 West Bowlingwich, who was stabbed. Badi pata lagya, why was he stabbed? Over a couple of £100. Koi bolne waste tayar hi nahi. Therefore, we have a responsibility. These gatherings are not just for a photo opportunity.
So, you know, this brother's touching up on not just obviously the incident in High Wycombe, but he's trying to, you know, put it all into one package and just say that, you know, we need to be looking after we just need to be looking after our you know, looking out for our kids, man, and children. You know what I mean? He's covering the, you know, the whole round basis of it all, so to speak.
बस ये तस्वीरें छिकी हो रहा था, वीडियो बनाई हो रहा था, फेसबुक पर चलाई हो रहा जी, शुहदाए करबला कॉन्फ्रेंस होया जी, शाने उमर फारूक का जलसा होया जी, शाने इमाम आली मकाम का जलसा, दुरुस्त है यार, लेकिन जो ग्राउंड रियलिटी है, we find very few are actually willing to tackle these issues and problems.
Yeah, man, real talk. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. All right. Got another one to show you, another video. You know, there's this situation seems to be going a bit viral at the moment. You know what I mean? So so far the message I'm getting is just that, man, we need to look out to understand what our children are getting into. You get me? Okay, here's another angle. All right, people sit tight, man. Let's hear what's going on.
A devastating crash in High Wycombe has left 2 young men dead. Around 7:40 p.m. on July 24th, 3 vehicles collided at the roundabout on Daws Hill Lane near Kennedy Avenue. A black Audi, a grey VW Polo, and a blue Honda. But it was the Audi that took the worst hit. On impact, the car erupted into flames. Witnesses say they heard an explosion, likely caused by a nitrous oxide canister inside. The fire trapped the driver and front passenger. Despite emergency crews rushing in, both men tragically died at the scene. The other drivers suffered only minor injuries. Police are now conducting a full investigation. Daws Hill Lane is expected to remain closed for days as forensic teams comb the wreck.
See, man, I know this road, man. This road is like, I'm telling you now, it's just like it's just calling out for cars to, you know, zoop down there. It's a real fast road, man. Real fast road.
This heartbreaking crash has shaken the entire High Wycombe community. Our thoughts are with the families of the victims.
Oh, man. Absolute madness, man. Absolute craziness, you know? You know, these things do happen a lot around the place. But I mean, like, you know, like my brother in the mosque was saying earlier on, who's actually tackling these issues? You know what I mean? Who's actually tackling these issues? Okay, people. I got some footage from my boy, direct. And it's the vehicle on fire. There's nobody, you don't see, you know, anything really, you know, I mean, gory, so to speak. But so I'd advise, if you don't want to see any, you know, the fire part of the situation, then I'd advise you just to turn off now. Your children, if you want to get them out of the room, because, you know, you don't want them to see anything, fire or the collision or anything like that. So, you know what I mean, this is the time to escape. All right. So we're going to play this video and get into this. God rest them soul, man. God rest them their souls.
Is everybody out? Oh no. Who's in there?
I do believe the first video I showed you the TikTok video clip, I'm sure that's the guy there in blue. Don't hold me to that.
Why everyone just step back? Everyone just step back, man. Go, do what you can. That ain't gonna work.
Oh, just watching this just gives me the shivers. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that? That's at your front door. You know, that's someone's garden there. Oh, craziness, bro.
I can't either. I can't. Everyone move away! I am not get back!
It's absolutely terrible, man. Jesus, man. These guys haven't even started their lives yet, you know? You know what I mean? Even if it's their fault or not, they haven't even started their life.
They got burnt in there. So in that car.
Oh my God, man. Wow. No. So, wow, what you hear right now, I didn't even really see the whole ending of this video. And that's the canisters popping off, man. That's the canisters popping off, bro. Jesus. Wow, my God. What? Sound like grenades, man. Sound like grenades, bro.
Where's the fire brigade? Did somebody call the fire brigade?
My God, bro. Yeah, man, I'm gonna stop that there. Oh, man. Jesus. So that was the 7 canisters going off right there, man. Traumatizing, man. So, okay. This is another angle. Obviously, looks like someone's ring camera. And again, yeah, not for the faint-hearted. You get what I'm saying? All right? So you can hear that. You can hear the cars, some car going fast, you know. You can hear them like, boy, you can hear that engine just going for it, man. If you listen carefully, I'm going to bring that back. You listen to the build up of that car zooping, all right? Listen. It's like a race course. It's like I feel like I'm at, you know what I mean? Silverstone or something. Listen. Look, you can see the fire. You can see the fire, look. Jesus, man. So you can see the fire just there. Oh my God, man. Jesus, Lord have mercy on their souls, man. Brother, anyway, brother, I've seen enough, man. I've seen enough, man. Can't explain more. We need to pray for the family, and we need to understand what some of these messages were saying, man. Look out for your children, man. Understand what they're up to, where they're at, what they're doing, who they're rolling with, you know? If they were taking them balloons and driving, yo, it's just crazy out here, bro. It's just crazy. I don't even know what them kind of balloons do to your brain. You know what I mean? Someone let me know in the comments below, you know? And another thing, if I've got certain information wrong, or I may have said the wrong thing, so I apologize now. And if you can correct me in the comments below or message me directly, you know what I mean, I'll make amends. You understand what I'm saying? So there's one guy been arrested. and let's see where it goes from here. But it's Dust World. Thank you for tuning in. All right, love you guys, and remember, God loves you more, man. Signing out.
Well, come here, clean out.